380.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 27, Wilson steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, Wilson, flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off by the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They'll run here with Ingram. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now. 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. This is Carson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Let's get it.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Now it's Carson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Mike, who's the team? Down to lose one. Watch tight end.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. Dancing to his left. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former Husky, Marcus Peters.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game would be ideal.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Here we go. Hey, one set. Check, Mike. Here we go.
Now it's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the... He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
I got you.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 27 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Ingram again, a 1st down carry. They find some open field here. There goes Mark Ingram. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
57. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby!
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Flushed out right. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Wilson now to throw on third down. Being chased out left. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. On first down, Carson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. And this play was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
This throw complete, Wilson finding Lockett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
All the practice, all the training, all the meetings. In this situation, I know exactly what quarterbacks are taught. Take care of the football. That's job one, paramount. Because you cough it up here, you might be giving up 6 points real easy.
Tip of the cap to the defense, though, forcing the fumble. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Here's Wilson. He's going to take off with it. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett there to make the grab as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The extra point now coming from Myers. Now we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that...
And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. Open man is Jacob Hollister. A gain there of 21 yards. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Rolling to his right. This complete to Lockett. Tyler Lockett. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
All the talk when Russell Wilson came into the league about his height, those big defensive linemen, can he get the ball over him? But you get him outside the pocket like that, doesn't really matter.
No, it really doesn't, and you're exactly right. Many people dinged him for that and said, how's he going to see over NFL linemen? He never did, right? At whatever level, he saw through them and found pockets and windows to throw the football. But as you noted, when he's outside the pocket and his vision is totally clear, oh, look out, because he's going to find someone downfield, as we just saw there.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Again, now run with Ingram. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
And an alley to run. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down.
And that's exactly what this play is supposed to look like when it's executed properly. The handoff inside was taken away as well as the pitch man, but the quarterback made the perfect decision and kept it and sprinted deep downfield.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, 53 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over the 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
That's a jet sweep into the hands of Metcalf. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Buying time to his left. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wilson now to throw again, eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught by Hollister. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And this is caught at the 8. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to regain the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And they will take a 7-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
But one of the things you like about a zone read play that has an option component to it is that it gives you plenty of different ways to go. On this one, though, I'm not sure they chose the right one. Maybe they should have pitched it out on this one, because that play was absolutely swallowed up.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He finds Roberts, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. 20, 10, good. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead now up to 14. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, he'll run it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Forced out to his left. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. This time Jackson will throw it. Rolling to his left. Going for it all. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now this time he'll look to throw. Outright, this is Boyle, the tight end. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 4th down, here's Jackson. Steps away. He may try and run for this. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram taking it in as his guys are back within a single score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in place, so essentially 4 timeouts left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judah. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it, but you know every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On the move to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the 1st. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And now he's going to use his legs. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow. Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. They'll look to throw. Flush. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Husky, Marcus Peters.
And that one, Oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
On first down, Ingram. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Let's go.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. And that disastrous play partner is ultimately going to seal their fate in this one, isn't it?
It certainly is, because they gave up the 2 points, but that's not really what did it. It's having to give up the football. And because they gave up the football, guess what? The other team now can take the ball and close this game out.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Seattle, so long, everybody. All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Tennessee Titans. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Okay, ready. 53 is the mark. Hey, go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Check nickel. Check.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 40-yard line.
Check Mike 46. Off the screen.
Looking to throw on second down. Hamilton. This one brought in by Corbett. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They start on the ground with Elliott. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got... shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, He needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
2nd and 4. He finds an opening past the 40. Open man there is Malone. And all the way up to the 46. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Titans' 39-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again. 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike 54. Mike 54.
2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Let's go.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle. 1st and 10 at the 20. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Mariota hands to Henry. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. That's a gain of 6 on the 1st down run.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd down at the 16-yard line.
Mike's 56. Get that quarterback at all costs.
Mariota on the delay to Henry. And an alley to run. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Move in! Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
This is fielded at the 27. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Switch it, come on, switch it. Slam. Hey,
Second and 5. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, Cowboys. Deion Kane. His 9th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the number one thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower. Get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back and then explode and go, as we saw there.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Mariota gives to Henry. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
He don't know no better. Three. 56. Mike, 56.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike's 56. Mike's 52, fellas. Let's go. Stop here, D. Mike 56. Mike 56. You go night-night. Don't go night-night.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A very solid gain of 27.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mariota. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, but now it'll be third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. It's our time. It's our time.
From the gun, Mariota. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. After the penalty, it's Henry trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Ready? Blue 18. Mike's 56.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mariota. Blitz coming, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Throwing is Mariota. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Set.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's second and 10 from the 20. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Mike 46. Mike 46. Watch the run. Watch the run.
To throw on second down, Hamilton. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is third and 10. Operating from the gun, Hamilton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they left little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. That was really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
It's a gain of 35. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run the ball from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good.
Yeah.
Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
A first down carry for Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play, Mariota to Davis, 43 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
Check 56. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And an alley to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Hamilton. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Hamilton. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Hamilton. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Hamilton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Hamilton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 10th carry now for Elliott. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Right there. 54, Mike. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
To throw on 3rd down, Hamilton. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. 4th down, so Zach Taylor sends out the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick is indeed good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
We got this.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Again, it's Henry. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. He gets it to Brown. Complete. Breaks through the contact. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Tennessee getting their first down on a big play of 18 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Big series right here, so we got to step it up.
Draw play. This is Henry. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Mike's 56. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Darren Lee on the tackle. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Mariota now from the 50. Over the middle, complete. That's Hodges. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. On 1st down, Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Come on, D.
They run with Holyfield, and that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide, and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now Holyfield. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7 on the ground. That trims it to a 3rd and 15 situation.
Brings up 3rd down.
Right there, 56. Watch a slap, watch a slap, watch a slap.
Mariota. And this one complete to Smith. And he will not be able to get the 1st as he can get this only down to the 5. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll come out in the pistol. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run. It's Henry. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. On 4th down, Mike Vrabel says, let's get 3 out of this. He sends on the field goal unit. And his kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now, anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession. For you now, go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
1st down, Cowboys.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. Hamilton going to take a shot for Gallup, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. A try here for the extra point. So they fought half the battle here, but they're still down.
Plenty of work still left for them, but they delivered in the first step in their comeback attempt.
24, Cowboys 17.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. The carry here for Holyfield. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Alert 3, alert 3.
Derrick Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. But it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed they will keep possession of the ball. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go, here we go.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On now is the Titans punter as he's on to kick it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, You can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And some room to roam now. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Tennessee, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.